I'm Max Sterling, welcome to LarpMix. A while back, my friends at Calimacil sent me some bows and some arrows to review for you. And I'm working on the videos, and I want to start out by taking a look at their arrows first and foremost. They've spent a lot of time working with manufacturers to get these things looking and flying great. And while they do sell some other brands of arrows on their site, the Calimacil branded ones are actually, I think, far better than the other ones that they offer. I wanted to just take a look at them here, and I have a pretty good sampling of them to show you. So all of these arrows I show you here, they are fiberglass with a wood finish, so they look like wood, but they are actually in fact fiberglass. And they come in a low speed version and a high speed version. So what I'm holding right now is a low speed version. We'll talk about that here in a second, but they call them their Elven Wood Arrows. They're 29 inches or 74 centimeters, and they have these sort of Legolas style fletching on the ends here with feathers, and they have these large round nocks on there, which makes it a lot easier to get on the string in the heat of combat. And I like that they bulge out a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to grip onto them. But as far as the arrow itself, they're very light. They're about 60 grams, or maybe a tenth of a pound, 0.13 pounds. So they're very light. They're obviously going to be heavy on the end because you got a bunch of foam on there, but the Calimacil ones will have their logo right on the shaft here. So they come in red, green, or blue, and they come in some different wood styles as well. I would call this maybe like an oak, a mahogany, and then like a black or dark colored wood. Whatever you want to call it. But three different styles of fletching, three different colors of arrows on here, and these things are legit in my opinion. These are all three the low speed arrows, and these have a waterproof, tear resistant foam on here, and it's open cell and closed cell combination on these. And this one has a logo on the front. These ones do not. You'll have to check their site because they sell quite a few different types of arrows, but these are the ones that I'm going to test out for us. And then of course they also sell the high speed arrow. Now this is like a rubber, and then it's a soft foam on the end, but it's definitely much harder impacting than those ones. I like these ones the best because I feel like they fly further. However, depending on your game, you'll have to see what is allowed and what is not. But like I said, these are all 29 inches. They're the Elven Wood Arrows, the high speed and low speed variants. Not only is the fletching cool, but they also sound cool when you fire them. I've actually shot a few of these. That's why if they look a little bit banged up, it's because I've already been outside firing them. But very cool, and in my opinion, they will last a long time, especially with this waterproof, tear-resistant foam on here. The only thing that's going to need to be replaced are these, and they sell them right on their site. So whenever these wear down or rip off or just get old, they can be replaced, and you can keep your arrows running for a long time. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with these. I'm going to give you I'll give you a close-up here of the two different kinds and let you get a really sort of good look here. So this is the foam, the low speed, and this part here compresses. This is solid back here, but compresses, and this is solid closed cell in the front. And then of course the fiberglass shaft, the Calimacil brand on there, so you're getting the real deal, and then the fletching. And then this is the high speed here. This is all fairly soft, except there's like a ring in here, which is more hard, but you're gonna be hitting with this end. And then, you know, pretty much the same story as the other one. We can check this out. And those are pretty much the arrows. So now that we've talked about the arrows, one last thing I wanted to show you was just one of their bows, and we'll go outside and we'll test it here at the end of this video, but this is their kids bow. And I think it's fun that, you know, it's marketed towards kids so that they can have fun as well. But being a rogue or an assassin in a game, I think that when it's all said and done, this may be one of my favorites because this is all the bigger it is because it's a takedown bow, okay? And, you know, that's obviously smaller than the arrow is. Even assembled, it is just a little bit bigger than the arrow itself. This is 36 inches or 91 centimeters once you put it together. So fully assembled, 36 inches, 91 centimeters, just a little bit bigger than the arrows. And you can fit this right in your quiver. You know, you could break it down and put it in your quiver. You can put this on a pant leg. You can put this, you know, in all kinds of places. And be careful you don't impale yourself or others because it's fiberglass if you fall on it or something. But there's no reason you can put this right in your quiver with your arrows, and everything is nice, secure, easy, and I like that. It only weighs 185 grams, a little bit under half pound, about 0.4 pounds. It's ambidextrous and a 15-pound pull. So this should work at just about any game that would allow bows, because 15 pounds is basically, you know, about as low as it gets. Now, as far as stringing this, it's like a some sort of elastic string, and it has this rubber pullback here on it. Now, you don't need to step through this or anything to string it. I'm actually just going to push down on the floor with it and then just string this on here because it's only 15 pounds. It's not very much. And I mean, that's pretty much, you know, what you have. Very simple, very easy, very small, light, compact, all that good stuff. Whenever you are putting an arrow on, there is a shelf, if you can see, to set your arrow on right there on the shelf. And then this just makes it so easy to pull back, whether you're doing, you know, 2 fingers or 3 fingers, or your whole hand or whatever. It's only 15 pounds, so I think most people can probably just pull it back just like that. And yeah, I mean, it's very simple, very small, comes in orange, red, and black. I think I'd probably prefer to have the black one to go along with the type of character that I play my you know, assassin or rogue. But you know, like I said, I have a feeling when I review all the other bows, I'm going to come back to this one and really enjoy it, just because, you know, it is low pull, so any game I go to that uses bows, I can use this. I don't have to worry, you know, if they take 25s or 30s or something. But Calimacil also went to a lot of trouble to make sure that the items they list on their site are accepted at most games, and that you know, they're within the right you know, draw strength and everything, because they really did their homework before they started putting out these arrows and these bows. So whenever you order from them, you got a real good chance that everything's going to work at your LARP. But always, you know, check your rules. All games are different. We know that. The arrows, though, like I said, I mean, these are, in my opinion, probably as good as it gets as far as LARP arrows, unless maybe you know, have something you make yourself, you know, and go through all the time painstakingly doing it. But they've done all the research and hard work for you. So definitely check out their site, check out their arrows, check out their bows. We'll go outside right now. We're gonna do a couple test runs with the low speed and the high speed and see how they work out. And I hope you enjoy that footage. And like I said, be sure to check out their site. Details are down below in the description. So we're gonna start with this youth bow, which I think may end up being my favorite. We're gonna start with the low speed foam. This has a shelf on it. I believe it's ambidextrous. Has this rubber on the string, which makes it real nice. The arrows, as I said, have these big nocks on them, so it's real easy to find the string. And we can go ahead and get this set up. That tiny bear is 30 feet away. Most of you said on the Twitter poll that I did that 30 feet out was where you were finding your targets on the field. So we're gonna start at 30 feet and see how this little bow does. Some of you said that your targets you're shooting at are further than that. So if that's the case, I don't know that the 15 pounder is gonna cut it, but
I suppose it depends a lot on skill. So we're gonna try for 30 feet. I am not an archer or a hunter in any sense of the word. I will be amazed if I even hit that target. So let's go ahead and give this a shot and see what we got. Well, I would say that's not too bad. If I was after tiny bears at LARP, I would say that I have a pretty good chance. Let's go ahead and try a few more. Well, I hit the box anyways, but it was a little low. Well, at least I'm on target. A little low, a little high. If that was a human-sized target, I might be doing a little bit better, but let's go ahead and try the high-speed arrow. So this is the denser foam, high speed. We're gonna give it a run, see what happens. I imagine this will probably fly a lot better, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I feel like that one worked a lot better. If I had a choice between the two at my game, I would definitely take the high speed one. It just felt a lot better, a lot more solid coming off the bow. The low speed one seemed to do fine though at 30 feet. Let's go ahead and I'll gather them up, take some more shots, see what I can do. This is about 20 feet. So there's a significant difference between 20 and 30 feet. 20 feet, I think, is probably where this bow lives, 20 and under. I feel like without even really aiming, I was pretty much nailing those with this little bow. 30 feet, you need to maybe think about it a little bit. But let's go ahead and move this back about 50 feet and see what we can hit. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this while I do that. So that tiny target there is 50 feet out. Let's take some shots at it and see if we can hit it with this 15-pound pole here. So that was very, very close. Let's try just a few more. This is at full draw and I'm aiming pretty high above the target. Well, we're starting to get windy. Oh, we got some rain now, but I did want to try one more high-speed shot here. Let's see what happens. All right, so that high speed pretty much hit with a bounce. So let's go inside and talk about this so we don't get caught in any more rain.
I hope you liked this little review video that I did. I had a good time testing out this bow and showing you these arrows. The links for everything will be in the description below, so please check out Calimacil's site. They have a ton of archery related stuff for LARP. I believe that these arrows are really phenomenal. They held up very well during my testing. The small bow, for the type of game I play, the 15-pound pole is perfect for me, and the fact that it breaks down is even better. I felt it shot very well. good accuracy for the range that I would need it to be in, and sort of the range that all of you that took my poll said that you needed it to be in. So if you're doing, you know, short range, more close-up stuff, I think that that would be a good option for you. And because it's so small, like I said, you could just put it right in your quiver with your arrows. So I like that a lot. I will be testing the larger bows from them very soon, so please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever those videos do come out. If you have any comments, or if you are a LARP archer yourself, please comment below. I'd love to see what you think, especially maybe if you already have some of their archery items. Love to hear what you think. Like I said earlier in the video, Calimacil took a lot of time putting together that page with all their archery items, and I hope you'll check it out. Definitely very cool stuff on there, and so far I'm impressed. So let's see you know, how the other bows hold up, and stay tuned for those videos. Until next time, adventure on.
All right. Well, that's not bad. I'd say if I was fighting tiny bears at my LARP, I would probably be okay.